For anyone who hasn't noticed, super fight season has made a triumphant return.
What a shot!
But this fight, it stands alone. Two of the greatest boxers alive facing off in their primes. Who wins? Not even Vegas can predict.
Is there a fighter in the world that can beat Bud Crawford? I ain't came across him yet. Everything happened for a reason, and I truly and firmly believe the reason for me to be in this situation right now is to become 3-time undisputed champion of the world.
I'm here in boxing to make history, and winning for me means a lot in this fight because he's one of the best in the last 15 years. He accomplished a lot, and I accomplished a lot, and I think it's a perfect match.
I was excited, but I wasn't like, oh, I beat Spence, oh, I did it. It was something that I already knew was gonna happen. I just needed the opportunity to show everyone.
He is willing to take a risk. This is literally uncharted territories for Terence Crawford.
I don't care. He can weigh 200. That's gonna be bad on him.
Don't let anyone tell you that the weight doesn't matter. It makes this a monumental accomplishment for Crawford.
Putting on muscle don't actually mean that you're gonna be slower, but you punch a little harder.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60, maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that.
How do you see this fight with Canelo going or ending?
I'm definitely gonna win the fight, for sure. But, I think it's gonna be a tough fight. I think he's gonna bring the best out of me. I'm gonna bring the best out of him, and it's gonna be
Boxing experts have given their last warning to Terence Crawford not to face Canelo Alvarez. But Crawford disagrees. Meanwhile, Ronnie Shields predicted Bud Crawford will win. He feels Crawford has grown, looks sharper in training, and is mentally stronger. Shields believes Canelo is showing age and saw a decline in his fight with William Skull. He said Crawford's speed, not power, will be the key problem for Canelo. If Crawford wins, Shields said it would count as a top 10 all-time victory.
Bud Crawford.
Okay.
And I just see Bud is maturing into the fighter that he wants to be. And he's doing it for himself, not for anybody else. And so that means, I watched the clips of him training and doing different things, and I can see a big difference in Bud right now. Bud is mentally strong. And, Canelo is getting older.
Right.
And when he fought William School in his last fight, I saw a big difference in Canelo. But I think Bud is going to be faster and, not stronger, but he's going to use his speed that's going to throw Canelo off. And I really and truly believe Bud Crawford is going to win this fight. Well, I think it's definitely ranking in the top 10 of all great.
Bruce Carrington stated that he favors Crawford to beat Canelo, calling it a huge matchup, though he respects Canelo too. Admitted that size and power are in Canelo's favor, but argued Crawford's skill set, fight IQ, and footwork can handle that. Carrington is confident Crawford owns the right qualities to pull off the upset.
Everyone's talking about it, Canelo versus Crawford. How do you see this fight going?
Crawford all the way. Hey, listen, it's going to be a good fight, though. It's going to be a great fight. I love Canelo Alvarez. He's also one of my favorite fighters to watch as well. But Crawford, I feel like he has what it takes to bring the upset. I really do. Granted, the size is a big issue. And the power. But I feel like Crawford, he has the skill, he has the IQ, and the footwork to get away with it, for sure.
You see that fight going to the decisions, though, or knockout?
Jaron Boots Innes shared he leans more toward Canelo since Canelo has been beating bigger opponents, even though he is not a natural 168 fighter and could fight at 160. Innes explained many of Canelo's rivals come close to 200 pounds on fight night. Yet Canelo still knocks them down. He expects it to be an exciting event and believes fans truly want to see it happen.
You gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down. And Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds. And he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it. So,
Terence Crawford declared he is sure he will beat Canelo Alvarez. Still, he admitted it will be a tough and thrilling clash where both men push each other to the limit. He made it clear there is no personal rivalry, only business, as he wants Canelo's belts and the undisputed crown. Crawford labeled it the biggest fight in the sport, saying no other battle today reaches this level.
Biggest fight in boxing. The biggest fight in boxing.
How do you see this fight with Canelo going or ending?
I'm definitely going to win the fight, for sure. But, I think it's going to be a tough fight. I think he's going to bring the best out of me. I'm going to bring the best out of him, and it's going to be an exciting fight.
You guys have any bad blood at all, or is it all business?
It's just business. I want what he got. And that's them belts, and that's that undisputed title. And that's it. It ain't personal. It's just, he got something that I want.
After this, this is so big. Does it get bigger than this?
Not at all. This is the biggest fight in boxing. The biggest fight in boxing. No other fight in boxing today is on the level of Terence Crawford.
Andre Ward explained that facing larger fighters is always dangerous because even blocked, shots drain energy since their size and strength carry through the guard. He said his own success came from not fearing bigger men, having elite stamina, being stronger than he appears, hitting hard enough to earn respect, and applying steady pressure until the larger man faded. Ward added this strategy worked for him both in the Olympics and during sparring sessions.
Risk. You get hit on the shoulder, ooh, and it drains you. You get hit
little energy bar.
Yeah. You get hit with it. I done been in there with heavyweights in this ring. You can block 3 punches. Boom, 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 bam. You gotta get yourself together. He ain't even laying clean, but he's such a big, strong man that you feel it. Boom, my elbow. Boom, he half caught me on my liver, half caught me on my elbow. Man, you gotta deal with that. You got to deal with that. So, but what works for me is the fact that I'm not afraid of a bigger man. My stamina, I'm physically stronger than what meets the eye. And I'm hitting hard enough to get respect. And then I just keep coming. And then you start to see like we're even, then the big guy starts to wear down. That's what's always benefited me in the Olympics. Sparring session.
Showbiz, the adult voice that he is cheering for Crawford and hopes to witness something historic, asking if Crawford could be that special too. Achieve what even Sugar Ray Leonard did not. He recalled Leonard moving from welterweight to 160 at a younger age, and that his clash with Marvin Hagler ended in a disputed split decision which he believed Hagler deserved. He pointed out Canelo only fights twice yearly while Crawford stays sharper with more bouts, but still feels this could be Crawford's last step.
I want to see something great. And what if Crawford is that magical? What if he's a unicorn? Not even Sugar Ray Leonard did this. Sugar went from welterweight to 160. He definitely wasn't 38. And Hagler wasn't younger than him by 4 years. And even Sugar did. And what Sugar did was insane. And that fight was a split decision. We still don't know. I think Hagler won. I think Hagler got robbed. How did we all forget about the Madrimov fight? And what's getting me is Canelo fights twice a year. He's at least twice a year. That dude done fought 4 times a year, 3 times. This guy is fighting all the time, staying sharp. With 5 more fights on His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh's contract. The roll stop.
And Sebastian Fundora shared that Canelo Alvarez's decision to add Jaron Ennis to his camp was logical since Ennis can switch stances like Terence Crawford. Yet he suggested Canelo could have managed without him and hinted the move was partly for hype. Fundora praised Ennis as a great welterweight prospect, but stressed that moving into junior middleweight is another story, saying he competes there himself and wants to see how Ennis adjusts at that level.
The new addition to 154, he's yet to fight there. Canelo brought him in camp specifically because he's a switch hitter like Terence Crawford. What do you make of Ennis just not being in your division and then him contributing to Canelo's camp heading into this fight? Is that a good move?
I think it's good for Canelo's camp to have a fighter like Ennis Because, yeah, he likes to switch right-handed southpaw. I think Canelo probably didn't need that. But, you know, the fact that Ennis went might cause a little bit drama. I think he did for a dramatic effect. But, you know, great fighter at 147. But 154 is a different division. They have me in there, so.
Garcia argued that considering size and power, Canelo Alvarez should be favored since his clean punches could hurt Terence Crawford, especially with this being Crawford's first true challenge in the division after just one outing at 154, where he did not impress. Garcia highlighted the risk Crawford faces by stepping up to divisions, raising doubts on how he will deal with the jump.
Canelo should win. Canelo's bigger and stronger. And if Canelo lands good punches, I think Canelo could hurt Crawford. Crawford's, you know, first time in that division and jumping 2 divisions where he only had one fight at 154 and didn't look his best either. So there's a lot of questions, you know, about that. And that's why a lot of people think.
And even so, Garcia admitted Crawford still has a fair chance to win. He praised Crawford's technique quickness and ring IQ, explaining that with a smart plan, Crawford could move well, box cleverly, and win on points with combinations. Garcia added he would not bet on Crawford because of Canelo's physical tools. But if Canelo continues as he has recently, flat-footed and throwing single shots, Crawford could exploit it and pull off the upset.
I do give Crawford a chance. Yeah. I think Crawford could pull it off. Crawford is very talented. He's very fast. He's very smart in the ring. So I think a perfect fight, Crawford could pull off a decision.
Okay.
I think he could win a decision. I don't pick him. You know, I wouldn't put my money on him winning because it's a very dangerous, risky fight, especially with Canelo being so strong. But Canelo's last few performances, he's looked slow, flat-footed, looking for one punch at a time. And if that's the Canelo that fights Crawford, Crawford could win a decision. Crawford could outbox him, could outsmart him, could land 3-4 punch combinations and move and win a decision. So do I give Crawford a chance? 100% think Crawford could pull it off. Would I put my money on it?